Good morning. Hope y'all are having a great day. Let me see a thumbs up for everybody that's out there that's getting these messages, that's hearing me okay. I want to make sure all the tech's working. Going to turn my phone off beeping and all those kind of things. So good morning. I see June and Heidi and Audrey and Harriet and Hope. And I'm sure some more will join us. Remember how we turn on the algorithms. So what we want to do first is, if there's anybody that you want to join us this morning or that you want to see this later, tag them. Put them in the comments right now. Say, hey, come join us. We're really learning how to close sales, to cross the finish line, and really end the month with some amazing focus. And would love to have you join me and Kurt this morning. So tag them in the remarks, comments section, and they can watch it now. But if they're busy, that will also trigger them with a notification where they can watch it later. Okay. So how is September going? September has been an amazing month. You know what I noticed this year? I don't know if you noticed this or not, but what I noticed this year was normally it feels like summer ends, I don't know, second or third week in August. I think some of the schools down here started back August the 2nd, so they keep shrinking our summer. I hate that, but they do keep shrinking our summer. But this year, it really felt like kind of the old days. People extended and hung on to summer, and I don't feel like they left summer till after Labor Day. So I felt like September was the first kind of real momentum back away from summer, because we always have two new years that start. We have January, the calendar new year. And then at least in the U.S., I think we have like back to school is also a new year. And it used to be very predictable. When I was growing up, summer was always Memorial Day to Labor Day. How many of you remember that being what defined the two big ends of summer? That's just what it was. And then it just kept changing. I was just crazy. And now, there are places that do year-round school, which just seems crazy to me. But there are places that do that. But September was an amazing. I said all that in a long roundabout way to let that algorithms wake up and get everybody on here that wants to join us. Welcome for those of you that are just joining. September was absolutely amazing. And one of the reasons I think was that we got to celebrate our 30th anniversary of Juice Plus. And we were finishing up, if you've been following us the whole July, August, and September, the third quarter of this year, we've been focusing on focus. And the 3 months were freedom, consistency, and team. In September, we're focusing on team as our piece of this puzzle, okay? So we're focusing on team. And one of the things we are also wrapping up in September is our 90-day challenge. So how many of you can put 90 in the comment section. How many of you get our text every day? Hope's done an amazing job making sure that content was there. Just a little tickler or reminder. And I guarantee you, nobody's perfect. There probably is somebody that's actually done this every day for 90 days. So proud of you. But life happens. It's okay if you don't do it every day. But if you don't have the intentions to do these amazing things that are right things and good things, they may never get done. But if you have the intention to do it, you're going to do it most of the time, you know? And so before we dive deeper into our training today, what I really want us to do is to focus on the end of the month of September. All these calls, if you've been joining us since January, and we've been doing a Start Well call to kick off each month to make sure we're doing our accountability calls, setting our goals, planning out the month, and we've been doing our Finish Strong calls, which are right here at the end of the month, so that we can make sure we finish the month strong with focus and good intentions. So right now we're focusing on the end of the month of September. But all these calls, these training calls, they're all on our YouTube channel. And maybe Hope can throw in the link to our YouTube page, because all of these calls are there if you want to go back and listen to them. And we've been, maybe for 6 of the 9 or 10 months we've been doing this, we've had a special training each month that was about a certain topic. Like we did one last week, and Hope can put a link into that one if you want to go back and check that one out. But there's been a start the month, finish the month, and a special training. But each call, we try and have some nugget that's a good principle for you to learn. So we're going to get into that in just a minute. But right now, what we want to acknowledge is there are a lot of things that have been going on in September. We've got a lot to wrap up. And let me show you the things that we need to wrap up, and then we're going to talk about some tactics of how to do that. So our 90-day challenge, which our CEO, the first month he started in July, he challenged us to have a conversation. Just reach out to one person per day and have a conversation with them. And we've got lots of tools and resources to help you make lists of who to contact, to help you remind you to contact people. But I want to make sure that as we close in on the end of this 90-day challenge, you don't have to stop. Your daily text messages are going to stop, and we're going to be entering a new 90-day challenge. I don't have a slide for this, but you should have an email. On the 28th of September, next week at 11 a.m., we're going to have a company-wide call with the new plan for the last 90 days of the year. So that'll be coming up. Make sure you've got that email and you're going to be on that call. So for September, we're celebrating the 30th anniversary of Juice Plus, 30th birthday of Juice Plus, $30 days, 30 years, $30 off the sign-up cost, so it's $22, and you get 30 free samples. This has been amazing. It's been absolutely amazing. It's gotten people rejuvenated, restarted, gotten their attention. It's, broke the ice on COVID coma for some people, because it's amazing what Juice Plus has done for 30 years, flooding our body with fruits and vegetables. I can't imagine not having had that and what kind of health conditions so many people would be in if they hadn't been getting this benefit in their bodies. And so we've blessed so many families on our mission of inspiring healthy living around the world. So that's happening. And then also our Healthy Starts, where our kids get Juice Plus for free when the parent, grandparent, aunt, and uncle, or just an amazing adult wants to gift that. When you sign up for the Healthy Starts, you get 15 free samples of Juice Plus Complete. So all those things are going on in September as tools to help us have an amazing month. And really tools to help us close, because all three of these things, the 90-day challenge, which is stirring up activity, the 30th anniversary celebration that's got the 30 free samples and $30 discount, and the free complete with a new Healthy Starts program where the kid gets it for free, and now they can get it till they're age 26. Those are all things that help make it easier to close. But the thing I wanted to focus on today is some tactics and some ways we can do that are more like granular, really detailed kind of things. But here's the big picture before we go there. You have the opportunity right now to be one of two kind of people. You can be a procrastinator and join the rest of the world, or you can be an activator, a producer, a get-it-done kind of person, and join the elite that set goals, make plans, and they finish what they started by rolling up their sleeves. The college student would drink coffee and energy drinks to study for an exam. We're not going to go there because that's not healthy for us. We're going to roll up our sleeves. We're going to pull in our upline, our mentors, and we're going to say, this is my goal for the month. Here's where I'm at. Would you help me finish this? Because I don't want to be a procrastinator. I want to finish. I don't want to say, it's okay, I'll just do it next month. I want to finish so it affects this paycheck this month, and I've got 8 days to do it. Pull in your team, pull in your resources, and you can do it. I mean, I've seen people finish 80% of what it takes to become a sales coordinator in the last week of a month. I've seen people do QSC volume overnight. If you think about it, I mean, what does it take to get to QSC? 3 healthy families, because a healthy family is a Partner Plus. Mom, dad, 2 free kids, a Tower Garden, or get grandmom, aunt, uncle to jump in and get the 3rd child, or just to order product for her to be healthy. You're a Partner Plus. That's a healthy household. Travis says we've got to go after households. If you're not, maybe you're just a Partner Plus right now. Maybe you're a partner. You're just getting started. You're trying to finish the month. You can make QSC in the next week just by sharing Juice Plus with 3 families. And you get 3 healthy households. That means you have 3 Partner Pluses. That means you're a QSC. Big bonus money, big title rewards, setting yourself in position to have an amazing month next month by being positioned. But you know what? If you don't initiate instead of procrastinate, it's not going to happen. Yeah, you can wait till next month, but you're delaying a huge benefit another 30 days because you'll have to wait till not just October, but you'll have to wait till November to get paid like you could get starting paid October 1st if you just took the time to get it done now. Okay? So let's look at that for a minute. Let's look at the details. I got really distracted when we first started. I don't know if you all had this. My phone's updated in the last 24 hours, my watch, my iPad, and when I turned the computer on to get ready for our event this morning, my computer said, I'm updating. So how many of you have experienced like technology invading your space when you weren't ready for it to happen? Crazy. We all love our gadgets, but when we want them to be slaves to us, not us being slaves to them. That's what's all in the news about artificial intelligence. But the title of our little subtitle of our training today was signing the contract. And in hindsight, that probably wasn't a good word to use. But what I wanted us to talk about was closing the deal, finishing the process, helping somebody make a decision. But you know, it's really more of a partnership than a contract, especially if you're trying to bring somebody into your business. One of the things that I know is people don't join Juice Plus, they join you. They become a partner with you with the Juice Plus company. But when you share this business with somebody and they hear your goals, your aspirations, your story, what this business is doing for you and why you joined, and they decide to join you on this journey, do you know what? When you give them links, websites, and a list of things to do, and then you disappear from the conversation, they get disappointed because people join this business to do it with you, not you tell them what to do. So think about this as a partnership and make sure as you're sharing, and in this last week of the month, invite them on the journey with you. Don't invite them to sign the deal, to go to a website, to make a list. They need to feel like they're being personally invited to join you, and you need to let them know the timing's right for you to do it now. There's been so many times when I've said to somebody, you know, I know you're going to do this with me. I'm so excited about us doing this together. If you could do it now instead of waiting, I've got some goals and some big things I'm trying to accomplish by the end of the month, and let me show you what it could do for you too. If we could do this in the next few days, it would really help me out. Could you do that? Would that be something you could do? And get them to join you now by you asking for a little bit of help. Maybe you make it more urgent for you and you convey that, and then it becomes urgent for them because they care and they know you care about them. So there's a lot of phrases we're going to learn how to use, okay? So how many of you took, this is going to admit our age probably, because they probably call it something different now. And if any of you millennials or Gen Z people on here know the new and current name they use, how many of you took something maybe at your first job? For me, it was called Xerox Sales 101. This was when I was doing an internship with Procter & Gamble during college. And it was just basic sales tactics. You know, it was like, you know, create a need, show them you can meet the need, then you get a sale. But the one thing that I remember that I learned is if you want to get a yes to selling a product, a good, a service, to recruiting somebody, you have to learn that the worst thing you can do is ask yes/no questions. You don't want to ask them, hey, do you want to do this? Yes or no. I mean, they can say no, not right now, but you don't give them choices. So you need to learn not to ask yes/no questions. We're going to dive deeper into that. Another thing to get a yes, to bring people to make a decision, is you don't need them to have unanswered questions. It's not fair. If somebody's asking me to buy a pair of shoes, I need to know if they fit. Are they the right color? There's things I want to get answered. Do they have enough cushioning for my running shoes or whatever? Everybody needs to get all their questions answered. And with Juice Plus, some of it's health questions, some of it's ingredient questions, some of it's taste questions for the gummies. Do your kids like the way it tastes? I mean, they have questions. They have legitimate questions they need to get answered. Okay? So one of the things you can do is make sure their questions are answered. We'll talk some more about that. And then they need to understand why now is the best time versus waiting. We've talked a lot about this because the human nature is procrastinating. Somebody said ends keep. I'm not sure what that means. Inskeep Holly. Anyway, that was Carolyn. So I'm not sure, Carolyn, if that was for me or just something else. I just happen. I'll notice your comments occasionally. Hope's paying close attention, and I promise I'll get back and see your comments and work on them a little more after the fact. But please put your comments in here throughout the conversation. If I say something or something's on the screen that sparks you and you, gosh, Julie needs to hear this. Well, tag Julie and say, Julie, I really want you to hear this. So be thinking about your team as you're listening and learning, and maybe something sparks your interest. Or I need to tell that to so-and-so. Put their name in there. Can't hurt to tag them. They can watch it now. They can watch it later. So go ahead and tag people. So we're going to cover all three of these things. Why now is the best time. Let's look at this for a minute. Don't ask yes or no questions. So what I learned is that we have to give them options. Don't you like choices? How many of you like choices versus somebody giving you like just what's the right term? Right word. Questions or examples that are just they give you this narrow yes or no, or they try to pin you in a corner. So we like choices. We like to get online and shop for choices and prices and shopping and all those kind of things. So we want choices. So when you ask a yes or no question, you're not giving them any. Either they're going to buy the whole kit and caboodle or whatever you're asking them to do, or they're going to tell you no. They don't get options. Options let people make their choice, not you make the choice for them. Okay. So let's let me see if I can find that next slide. So what I like to say is, instead of are you ready to buy Juice Plus today, or is your husband ready to place his order, or whatever the question is. What I like to say is something like this, depending on the person. Here we are in the last week of the month, and I've already told you I'll ask him to help me, and the timing's good for me now, and we'll talk about that more in a minute. But I'll say, you know what? There's a bunch of different ways that you could partner with Juice Plus. Let me share with you the different ways, and you pick the one that's best for you. There's no yes or no answer in that. You could just become a customer. I can send you a link. Shipping's included. It'll come right to your door, and you can enter your credit card number. That you'll get the cart. They'll ship it to you. You'll get a customer portal. It'd be great. But if you wanted to maybe make a wise purchase decision, but also really give someone else some benefit, we have our Healthy Starts program. And as a customer, you could also add a child, niece, nephew, grandchild. When you order, they can get it free up until age 26. So that could be a really good option for you. Another thing you could do is you could decide today you wanted to partner with the Juice Plus company just so you can get the best price. And right now, we're actually, it's funny that I brought this up as an option for you, because we're celebrating the 30th birthday of Juice Plus, and you actually get $30 off the $52 application fee to partner with Juice Plus. So it's only going to cost you $22 to partner with Juice Plus. And what I would suggest is that you get on it, your spouse can on it. That way you'll get 2 free kids. And if you had mom, grandmom, sister, sibling, or our Tower Garden is amazing, and you can save money on your groceries. If you did any of those things, you would become what we call a Partner Plus, and you'd get all the retail sales profit back. You'd get commission. You'd get a $100 bonus. You'd get that 5% commission discount on it for life. And anybody else you referred it to, you'd get commission and sales profit on them too. So that's a really good option for you. So if you're really wanting to just be a customer, I would do that. That way you're getting the best price. You're getting all the benefits of being a partner. Although you haven't started to build a business yet, be a great way for your product to be free. And then there are a couple more options I'm going to tell you, but I don't know if you're interested in this or not, but we've got one of the top home-based businesses in the world, and you could take that partnership with our company to the next level. You'd still start there, but you could begin to build a business where you could create some great part-time income just to supplement. We have got people right now that are joining our business just because what's happened because of our weak leadership in Washington, D.C., probably weaker than it's ever been since 1776. It's created incredible inflation. So it costs about $750 more per month to have the same things you had last year without anything changing. you need $750 more to buy the same things this year. So we have more people than ever that are just wanting to maybe cover that gap. It's so funny because our product bridges the nutritional gap between what you should eat and what you actually do eat, and our business can bridge the gap between your current income and what you need to cover the things for inflation. So that's a great reason to do it. And then I'll give you the last one, and it's not where Lori and I started, but what we decided to do, and that was we saw the benefits of leadership. Getting to own your own business. It's the only company in the world that I know of where you're not an employee, but you get executive level benefits as a leader with our company. We decided to go all in, and we've built a team. And we paid our $40. It was $40 back when we joined. It's $52 now, but only $22 for you this month. And we've got a business in all 50 states and over 20 countries around the world just because we decided to build a team, and it's been amazing. So I know that was long, but I wanted you to hear all the options. Which one of those makes the best sense to you? You don't ask them, do you want to do this or not? That way you get a yes, no. You give them options, and they've got to pick an option. And what they'll tell you is, the next thing is they'll reveal to you if there are questions. When you give them those options, there's not a yes, no. So when you give them those 5 options, their choice is to choose or ask a question. So you're going to find out if their questions are unanswered. Because a lot of times I'll just say, if I'm not getting an answer from somebody, well, you know what? I know this all makes sense to you, but you must still have some questions. Or I know you'd pick one of these choices because there are a bunch of them that make sense for you. How have I done a poor job in maybe leaving a question unanswered? And just pause. And if you don't know the answer, you can get it. You can go to your upline, you can go to the website, whatever. But don't just send them a link. Personalize the process. Keep them in the mode of being in that decision-making process. Answer their question. Come back. Get the answer. Come back if you have to. You remember those 5 choices, right? I got an answer to your question. Let me give you the answer first, and then you can make a choice. And I can go over them again if you want me to. But everybody really deserves to have their questions answered. And a lot of people, I think, if they're pausing or not making a decision, there's some unknown that they have about Juice Plus, about our business. And this is really when you may want to bring in that upline mentor, wise person that's been around in this business a while. This is a great time to bring in a 3-way phone call. And if it was, let's say it was, I don't know if Carol's on here this morning. I'm just thinking about going to the football game with Carol Garner in Auburn in a couple weeks. So we were dealing with tickets and stuff, so I'll pick on Carol for a minute. If Carol had somebody that was trying to make a decision, and there were questions that she didn't get answered, and she needed to pull in a resource, I would want Carol to call me and say, hey, I've gone over the 5 options or the 5 different ways they can join. They still had a question, and could you jump on and answer their question and maybe reiterate those 5 ways to join? And I would help her close that. It's that third-party validation. Plus, she set the stage not with a yes-no question, but she set the stage with options. They have options. You know they're interested. Why would you give them a yes-no? Help define what their best choices are and let them choose. Okay? But make sure they have their questions answered. And then the other thing that I want to really focus on for you is timing is everything. And people are trying to decide why now versus later. Why are you hurrying me to make a decision? Yes, I want to do this, but I'm not sure. I'm busy. Give me some space. Lots is going on, and they're not giving you an answer. That's when the first thing I would do is what I said a few minutes ago, is especially when I got started and Lori and I were 23 and 22 years old, we were young, and we didn't have credibility. We didn't have a huge success story. We loved the product. We loved this company, and we had a story to tell of where this company was going to take us and what it was going to do for us. And it's done that and even more. And we could tell that. But we didn't have the successful track record to come across as an authority, and we knew what we were talking about. So what I would do is I learned, would you help me? And I found that almost everybody in this world is willing to help you as long as they don't immediately feel like you're after their calendar, their valuable time, or you're after their checkbook, their money. And so what the way I phrase that is, hey, let me ask you a question. I know you're going to do this, so it's not about money or it's not about, making that decision because I can tell you're excited about it. But would you do me a favor? I've got some big goals and things I'm trying to accomplish this month. It would really help me if you could go ahead and place your order now, sign up now. If it doesn't cause a problem for you, it would really help me because I know you're going to do it anyway. And timing probably in this scenario is more important to me than it is you. Do you think you could help me out? How many of you know somebody you could pick up the phone right now that you want to close before the end of the month? That if you just said that, it would give them a reason to do it now where they've just been waiting maybe just because they don't want to be bothered by having to make a decision. I'll pick on my wife. She might be listening. But I mean, one of our biggest dilemmas is where we're going to go out to eat. When we decide to go out to eat and she says, I don't care. And I'll say, okay, let's go here. She says, I don't want to go there. I said, okay, well, let's go here. I don't want to go. So obviously you do care. So make a decision. So decision making is tough sometimes. And we'll just park at the mailbox until we figure it out sometimes. So that's one of our big places that we'll just pause and figure it out. We got to make a decision. So let's just stop. And so what you're doing is you're asking that person, you're saying, I have a reason for you to do it now, even if you don't. So make that obvious for them. Okay? So that's one thing. Why now from another perspective? Why now? Why would you wait and do it now instead of later? What's a good reason? Well, for them, think about this. I mean, you're going to get positioned if it's a business decision to join as a partner. We'll distinguish here. We've switched from customer to partner decision, joining the business. Why would you not finish what you've started, get to Partner Plus, get to QSC, close the deal? Why would you not want to get positioned to be paid more next month, or be a part of creating your paycheck you're going to get in the next 10 days, okay? So they need to understand the relationship of timing to advancing and achieving what they decided they wanted to do when they told you what their goals were. So many people don't understand that, you know what, I've only got 1 day left in this month. I'll wait till next month. No, you don't understand. If you get your family on the product and get your kids free and order a Tower Garden and just go ahead and push that button to decide that you're going to build a healthy house. If you did that now, you're going to get paid like that next month. You're going to get your commissions, your sales profit, all that's coming back to you between now and the 10th, your title rewards, your benefit, but you're going to get paid like that all the next month. If you wait 1 day, you're going to have to wait till November to get paid like that. It makes sense to do it today. And this is also where if you're brand new, maybe some of this feels Greek. Maybe it feels complicated to you. Bring in that third party, that three-way phone call. Don't wait till you can get on Zoom and have everybody have makeup on and look pretty and get on the camera. Just pick up the phone, do a three-way phone call. It's fine. You don't have to do. I know Zoom got invented during COVID and we're all supposed to now be on camera. But you know what? Some people have decided that life's coming back to normal. Some people have decided that they're going to go do things and be out and about and get sweaty and get dirty and they're not ready to get in front of a camera, but they'll pick up the phone and talk to you. So go back and use the lowest common denominator. Everybody's got a phone with them all the time. I was a dum-dum, and yesterday, if you can see I ran over mine with a tractor yesterday, but it still works. It's got cracks all over it. New one's coming today. How many of you have done stupid stuff with your phone? But, I had it for 2 years and didn't crack it, and my new phone's coming that I got to trade in, and I ran over with a tractor. Crazy. But anyway, everybody's got their phone. So use the phone, get them on the phone, help them make a decision, because there's good reasons to not delay. Urgency destroys procrastination, okay? All right. Another great thing. Why do you want to wait to get healthy? Why do you want to wait till next week or next month or down the road? This is somebody that just wants to get healthy. They love the product. That's where would you help me trying to do some things this month? It would really help me out if you could place your order by, the 30th, because it would help me hit some amazing goals. I know you're going to do it anyway, and I know you're not in any rush, but I'd love to see your family go ahead and start getting healthy. You could have it right away. And if you do that, it would mean the most to me. So ask them. Don't be so shy to ask that question. You've got people that have already decided they're going to do Juice Plus. You just need to give them a reason why to do it now and not wait. So you've got to answer this big question, why now? Why wait to get healthy? Why postpone your paycheck getting bigger and get in position to make more money? Why would you not help me if it makes sense? You got to figure all those things out and help them, okay? Now, let's just wrap up where we are and what needs to happen between now and the end of the month, what's coming down the pike. I want to pause just a minute. Did some of those things help you guys? Did some of those things that I said, were you already doing those things? Or those three things that to help you close the sale? Was that good and filled your pipeline with some ideas? It's only going to make me feel good if you go out and use those tools. In the next 7 or 8 days to go out and use those tools, you can close business you've never closed before. I promise you. But you got to be bold. You got to decide you're going to finish what you started. You're not going to be labeled as a procrastinator. You don't want on October 1st for somebody to say, you're doing great, but I just wish you wouldn't be a procrastinator. You've delayed so much good stuff. So don't be a procrastinator. Let's get it done, okay? Let me give you a couple save the dates. Peachtree Boot Camp is coming up February 9th and 10th. Lori signed the dotted line. We're on the hook. Our credit card's out there. It's going to be an amazing event. Blue Ridge Boot Camp, July 19th through 21st. If you'll go to those websites, peachtreebootcamp.com and blueridgebootcamp.com, you can't actually register yet. The day that registration opens, you'll know by going to those sites and putting your name on the list that I want to be notified with details about this event. If you'll do that, you'll be on an email and a text list that will let you know when registration opens, because it's a good thing. It's unfortunate for those that are procrastinators that these events always sell out. So you need to know when registration is. And even if you procrastinate in other areas of your life, I can tell you right now, when those events open up for registration, if you procrastinate, you won't be able to come. And we hate that. So go in to those websites, sign up, put your name in, and you'll be notified so that when the time is right, you can sign up, okay? I was on a call with Sean Hopkins this morning. We had a founders call yesterday. I just got off the phone with Wendy Campbell this morning. It's been a busy morning, but Charlotte is going to be awesome. I mean, we're back to numbers that are like pre-COVID numbers. We're going to have 4,000 plus people there, it looks like, and almost 4,000 already, and it's still a month away, over a month away. So make sure you sign up. You get a gift card if you're a first-time attendee for food and beverage. So go to the Juice Plus Live app and take care of those details. The Elevate training that's most of the day on Wednesday, you can scan that QR code there, and Hope, I don't know if you can do that, but can you scan that QR code, Hope, and get the website for that and put it in the comments, because some people, that might be too little to scan on their phones. But if you could scan that, Hope, and then post that link, that'd be great. And if you're on our teams, or if you're not, you're welcome. Our team, along with some of our top leaders, including Wendy Campbell, will be hosting a wrap-up in Charlotte, and it'll be on Saturday when the event's over, and that's going to be super duper exciting too. So make sure you take care of those details of upcoming events. Worship gathering is going to be Friday morning. It's going to be amazing. The Restoration of the Family in America, Jeff Voth, who's the founder of Cave Time, is going to be speaking. There are a few tickets left. I don't even know. Hope can tell you maybe how many, but we've added 100 and added 100 when it's sold out. We've about squeezed every chair we can in there with the stage. So check out makealife.com/worship. There may be a few tickets left. Not sure. And then we are going to be focusing on the whole next quarter, October, November, December. Our coaching calls, our Start Well, Finish Strong calls, our special training are all going to have the meta narrative of why now. Why is it the right time? We're seeing so much of the fog clear. Our new CEO, Travis Garza, is amazing. We were at Jay Martin's 80th birthday party, the founder of our company, Friday before last, and just got to pay some amazing tribute to him and what he's done. But his visioneering and vision casting that he did to start this company, it almost felt like he birthed Travis to take over his mantle. So we're super excited about that. So we're going to focus on why the timing is right, why now. Just some stats. I'm learning. Did you know that 7 out of 10 high school graduates, 70% of high school graduates don't want a job, they want to be an entrepreneur? You would think that the COVID coma and the handouts and all the things that happened through Washington, D.C., they've tried to destroy the American dream of owning your own business and being an entrepreneur. But 7 out of 10 high school graduates still want to own their own business, want to be an entrepreneur. And they're limited in their options because so many of those things take so much money, so much time. And our business allows them to build it at their own pace with no upfront investment. So we got lots of things to talk about. Why now? This is the training. This is what's going to happen. You can pause the video or whatever. But these are the trainings we've got going on for the next quarter. And those are all available at makealife.com/coaching calendar. And you can find out all that. And those will get posted and updated. And then they'll get created as an event in Facebook. So you can follow us on Instagram, social media. Everything in my life is at Kurt Beavers, whether it's Twitter, X, they call it now, Instagram, Facebook. Go to at Kurt Beavers. You can find it by my name with no space. And then at Make a Life Movement on Instagram. Hope and me and Trey, we manage that. And we try and keep some vital stuff there for you on Instagram too. And actually our video, our coaching and our training, it actually gets broadcast on Facebook, which is where most of you are right now, on YouTube, on Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram. So you can go to any of the platforms, whichever one you like the most. But the best place to go back and see the repository of all the trainings we have and all the past videos is actually on YouTube. And I think Hope put that YouTube link in a little bit earlier, okay? Thanks for joining us today. Amazing to see all of you. I'll get back and make some comments because I know I was focused on talking to you. But I hope you learned some things. Don't go out and ask yes or no questions. Give people options. Ask them to join you, not tell them what to do. They want to do it with you. Ask them to help you because the timing's important to you, even if it's not important to them. If you feel like they're going to do this anyway, ask them if they would get on your timetable and help you close some business this month. And then tell them why it might be right for them to do it now. Go back and watch the 5 options. If you don't have those 5 options down, go back and watch that section so you can have that vernacular in your mind and on your lips when you're talking to somebody. Try your best as you close people and bring things to a decision this next week. Just give them options. Don't ask them a question that's a yes or no answer. You'll be amazed at what will happen. Have a great day, a great weekend. I hope your football team wins. I hope you have fun this weekend with your family. And let's close this month out and make it the best ever. And don't forget to join us on the call next week on September 28th at 11 a.m. Travis Garza, our CEO, is going to cast a vision for the next quarter. You don't want to miss that call, okay? Talk to you later.